Yeah, shit.
Welcome to Small Business Saturdays video series with your host and my husband.
And my dad, Aaron Montgomery.
Join the conversation.
Let's talk some business.
Welcome into Small Business Saturdays. Good morning, good morning, good morning. As you can see, very special episode. I can actually point the right direction now because it's not a camera where you're voicing.
We can do this. I don't go that way.
Yeah, we can actually do a high five. So welcome into Small Business Saturdays. My name is Aaron Montgomery, and this is Todd Downing sitting in with me. And we're live from the DAX show. It's about an hour until the show actually opens, and the exhibitors are starting to come in, and we snagged a little breakfast already, and so we wanted to give you guys a quick update of what's been going on, how the show's been for those of you that haven't been able to make it here, and answer any questions that you all have, and kind of go from there. So we've got Facebook user joining us this morning. Good morning, gentlemen. Apologize for the challenges. If you would do us a favor and go to, if I find the banner here. There it is. oursuccess.group/Facebook. That'll give StreamYard the permission from Facebook. So anyhow, always a challenge of doing a third-party software, but it makes it so we can interact with you guys better. So there we go. Still Facebook users. All right.
And then the other option, you can always just head over to YouTube too, at liveosg.com, and then you just skip that part of it. It works just fine.
Yep, indeed. So, Christine, good morning to you. And the show is going well. I still haven't posted it yet, but remind me, Todd, if you can help me. I took a picture of the people walking in the line to get in yesterday morning, and it was a pretty good sized line. So, smaller show as far as exhibitors here, which we'll talk a little bit about that in a moment. But as far as attendees, boy, I think the attendees were ready. They're showing up. So
yeah, it was good to see people, the excitement, to see it in their face, to see it in their eyes, to even just be out with other people. It was great to see that, and I'm just looking forward to it getting better throughout the summer.
There we go. Awesome. So let's just check in with people tuning in here this morning. We've got Sandy joining us, Facebook user. Good morning. Candace from the virtual open house again. If you guys would go ahead and head over to, I got the banner up there, oursuccess.group/Facebook. That will give StreamYard the permission from Facebook that they can show who the users are. And Todd, what was the other option they have?
liveosg.com. You head there. That's the YouTube channel. And while you're there, you just like, subscribe, ring the bell, do all the things the kids tell you to do. And then when we go live, you'll know.
The kids. Remember when we were kids?
Yeah, we didn't have the internet.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. All right. But Candace, thanks so much for being here. Appreciate you tuning in. Good morning. Michael is looking forward to Fort Worth in September. Yeah, I've heard that's shaping up to be a good one. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure if I'm going to make it or not yet, but we'll give it a go, right? So, good morning. Hey, another good morning. And the Crystal Ninja joining us this morning. Awesome. Kelly, good morning. Thanks so much for tuning in. We appreciate you. Yeah, it's bright and early over there, huh?
7 a.m.
7 a.m. getting after it. Doug says, when are you in Atlantic City? Yeah, I haven't done the Atlantic City show in quite some time. I think it's coming up in... Was that August?
That sounds right.
It's the same weekend as Chicago, Tinley.
Yeah, so that is the last full weekend of August, 27th and 28th.
Okay, and end of August, there will be a show there, Doug, but I will not be there this year. We're going to be in Tinley Park in Chicago at a DAX show that we're at this morning. So
yeah, which we all knew that once everything started to open up, there is going to be weekends that are going to overlap. Everybody wants to get back out there, and they want to try and work together to not do it, but there's only so many weekends in the year, so there's just a lot going on.
Yep. Yeah, definitely. So yeah, everybody's trying to pack everything into the back half of the year, and let's hope that things stay open here. I know other places in the world are starting to lock back down a little bit again. Quick announcement from the show. So hang tight.
Good stuff that means that I'm just waiting for you guys. Morning started, get it going around.
A DAX show would not be complete without Scott Ritter, the proprietor of the DAX shows. Him and his wife Margie put these on, and he is a radio personality for sure, and he loves it, and he does a great job with it. So always good. There we go. All right, and let's see here. Marvin, good morning. Oh, I missed Rachel. Sorry. Good morning to Rachel. Good morning. Yes, we're excited to have a great day here at DAX. It's a little rain outside, so hopefully that doesn't keep people away. But I think that will not be a problem. The attendees showed up yesterday for sure.
We're inside. It's not raining in here.
Yep, it's beautiful in here. Even got our good friends around us. David from Corral Trainer standing right over there. So. All right, so let's see what else we got here, Todd, before we start getting into some details. Prepping for something huge, the Crystal Ninja. All right. Well, Kelly, you're just here amongst friends. There's, just us. Nobody really paying attention. Can you let us in on what it is?
We'll be quiet.
We
won't tell anybody.
Secrets, right?
We muted you. They won't know.
All right. Congratulations, Kelly. I'm sure it's going to be awesome. And Sheila, good morning and have fun. Yes, we're having a blast talking to people, and we'll talk more about some of those conversations in a second. I want to make sure we just kind of get everybody that's checking in. Oh, Todd knows. So Todd, you can, no, okay. Tell me later. Anita says, there you go. Anita says, I'm on the East Coast. I'll be at the ISS show in Atlantic City. Cool. Nice. Yeah, it should be. In fact, our friends here from Corral Trainer will be at that show. It just. For us being here in the Midwest, it was a little bit challenging this year to do that, but
and Tinley Park is where it got started, so
we have to do Tinley Park. That's where our success group started for sure. Shad, good morning. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you tuning in. 7:00 for Shad as well. Christine says, "Oh, it's nice to hear Scott's voice. I miss seeing him and Margie." Yeah, they were able to actually have the party last night, so we had an opportunity to just. Their hospitality is amazing. Yeah. So it's been a great to see them back. I know they'd certainly like to see a lot more vendors here. Yeah. Again, I know we've alluded that we're going to talk about that, but we'll get there. All right. Todd knows. That's right. I got that. All right. And one last time here, folks, if you get a chance, if you're just tuning in and you seem to be coming up as a Facebook user on our side, apologize for that. That's nothing personal against you. Just we're using a third-party software called StreamYard, and Facebook always likes to make that a challenge. Mm-hmm. So if you'll just hit this link that you see at the bottom of the screen there, oursuccess.group/Facebook, that should give you give StreamYard permission to then go ahead and show who we're talking to. Right. Or Todd,
you're going to head over to liveosg.com. That'll get you over to the YouTube channel. You'll be able to see us there. You'll be able to see all of our past videos really simply right there in there. And while you're there, you'll like, subscribe, ring the bell. Like I said, all the things the kids tell you to do.
There you go. All right. So, Todd, let's talk about what's happening here at DAX. Like we've already kind of mentioned a little bit. A little sparse from the vendor side of things. Mm-hmm. Now, we did talk with Scott a little bit, and obviously some people, depending on where they're at and what their company is and stuff like that, there are still some travel bans in place. Mm-hmm. So I know most of the major T-shirt vendors, you got the Sanmars and the Gildans and the T-shirt manufacturers and vendors that are typically here are not here because they're under travel bans still. Even my buddy Jimmy Lamb. Do you know Jimmy? Have you met him before?
Yes.
Okay. So Jimmy Lamb from Sawgrass. Sawgrass is still under a travel ban right now. And then the other thing is obviously some of these companies like the Sanmars and they're if you guys know, right? If you're out there buying shirts, that their cupboards are bare right now.
Yes.
So I guess that's the other side of the coin. But there are definitely some noticeable misses here. We won't name any names because we're all friends here, mm-hmm. But you know who you are out there. But I just wonder, I get it that COVID taught us that we could do a lot of things without going to in-person shows. But, as Todd and I are going to talk about here in a second, that opportunity to have those in-person conversations and just more than what somebody's able to type really quick on a chat. I think there's some invaluable pieces there, some invaluable relationship building there that you're missing. And guess what? Your competitors are probably here. So
Right. They are.
Anyhow, so let's talk about that real quick, Todd. Now, Todd was holding down the fort all day. Fantastic job. He and my wife, Kylene, were in booth. I slipped out a few times for some of the stuff that I was involved with. Tried to make the Condi open house session happen yesterday, and fortunately I had a recorded version in the background because the hotel internet was terrible, but still got to get in the chat. And I know we've got some folks tuning in that got to meet me yesterday, so hopefully that information has been helpful and valuable, and you're able to take that in this morning. So I'm going to turn it over to Todd. Maybe I'll stop talking, but talk to us about some of the conversations you got to have, just kind of what the general sense of folks was.
That they're eager to learn. They want to know more. We had quite a few where it was good stories, where they kind of fell into this. They weren't sure what to do. There was one that took a really big hit, and now they're still trying to recover from it. And there's a couple tears, that were shed in there because, some people you need that ear to hear. And when you do this online, you don't get that same interaction. You don't get that same feel. And so when they can see it in you and they can see, what you're thinking, what you're feeling, it just makes it all so much more fun. With this, just seeing people in general, hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
Oh, look, there's a hand to shake.
Yeah.
There's a hug to have.
Yeah.
There's a general conversation about what else are you doing? How's the rest of the show going? What have you really learned today? And how can we help each other? And so it's the conversation itself was great yesterday, and I can't wait for it today. I can only assume it's going to get better today because it's Saturday.
Yep, it's Saturday.
Saturday's the day.
Yep, exactly. So yeah, that's awesome. Getting to have some conversations. I saw a gentleman that he's actually in the same city that I live in, has a company called Classic Signs there. And I met him at the DAX show in 2018. And after the DAX show, he actually took me to lunch to talk to me and get my opinion on some stuff. And I had not seen him since then. So I'm like, I think that's him. I couldn't tell. So I'm kind of like doing this weird, like try not to be a stalker, creepy person, but I needed to read his name tag. And so anyways, it was good to get to catch up with him. I'm going to stop back by his shop when we get back and slow down a little bit and go from there. So, all right, let's check a couple of comments here, Todd.
Awesome.
Good morning, everyone. Glad to see you at a trade show. Yeah, it's great to be back. And, Todd and I, the funny part is Todd and I started this together at DAX Tinley is where the conversation started. Yeah. And then it kind of got more serious in late 2019. Yep. So a couple months later, conversation started. And then it got kicked off officially January 2020. Yep. And at that point, we'd only seen each other once at Tinley Park. We'd only met that once at Tinley Park. Now, we talked all the time online and had a relationship already. So then it got started, and then right as COVID was starting to take form as a lockdown, that was when Todd moved into. He made the mistake of saying he was going to have a grand opening, and I felt like it would be me being a good friend by showing up at his grand opening.
And me not, leading up to this, we decided to go to Mexico to get married, and we still don't have a lease. So we actually got our lease while we were in Mexico, and we're like, okay, I guess we do have a lease, so we are going to open up the store.
Yeah, but he wasn't because things were changing so drastically. He wasn't actually planning on opening up that weekend. So, and then he finds out that I'm actually driving up from St. Louis to come see him. Poor guy. Yeah. So I didn't know. We kind of figured this out after we got there, but it ended up being awesome. We got to hang out. We got to do a show from the location at the time. And you're not in that location at all anymore, right? Nope. You're completely moved out.
Completely moved out.
All right.
Because that was amazing. We opened up, that was the 10th of March on a Saturday. And then, was it the 10th? It was, because it was the 14th or 7th, 16th, something there. 7 days later is when the governor said, hey, we're shutting everything down. So we were only open in that location 7 days of 2020.
So you paid a year lease for 7 days worth of
Yes, it was amazing. So that's why I say, if you've done it, and you've been through it, chances are I have too. So if you have something, because from my end, I've been doing this 15 years and we've just, went through it and we've done what we could to move along. And even in this spot, my first show was, 3 seasons ago that we attended. And then, 2 seasons ago helped out in some booths. And now this year we have a booth of our own. So, you just got to put yourself to it and you can do it.
Yep. The progression. I love it. So we've got another comment here, Todd, on the West Coast, but would love to go to a DAX one day. Totally worth it. I think the experience here at DAX is different than all of the other trade shows, I believe, because of the fact that it is smaller, it's more quaint, it's more intimate. So for those of you who don't know, I've been in this industry for about 22 years, and in fact, my very first week on the job in this industry, I was in the office one day, and then they put me on a plane to a trade show.
Nice.
So that's kind of been my life for the last 22 years, is doing these trade shows, and just the feel here, the intimacy of it, the opportunity to sit and chat and get to know people a little bit better. At other shows where there's a whole lot going on and a whole lot more expense. So that's the other part of it. The vendors that go to these shows, the expense is massive on some of these shows, and so obviously they want to build those relationships, but at the same time they have to make money, right? They have to cover those expenses. They have to cover the $10,000-$20,000 worth of just rent for the floor space. So with DAX, the costs are a lot less. And so it's just a lot more laid back feel. So I think I was trying to do the math, and I don't have an official count, but I'm thinking it's somewhere in the neighborhood of 500 plus trade shows that I've done or been to over the course of the year. So anyhow, just to kind of follow up what I'm trying to say there is totally worth it. Even if you aren't in the Midwest here, just try to get in for one. I think Kansas City is a good one to get to, because if it wasn't an airport, we could actually walk to it, right? So it's right there. The airport's right there. So it's easy in and easy out. No need to get a car or anything like that. Plenty of little hotels right around here. So Kansas City is a good one. Minnesota's a lot of fun. They have it outside of Minneapolis at a resort casino place. So not only is the show great, but there's activities to do on site. Hopefully, we'll see. Fingers crossed this year. And then Chicago, Tinley Park area. I think that's a fantastic. That's probably their biggest show. Definitely most attendees, and I would imagine probably going to be. Well, it'll be tough because that Atlantic City thing. So the exhibitors are having to figure that out.
That just like it's Midwest and then East Coast. You're gonna have the ones that are gonna hit that, but still in this region, they're gonna hit. This is the one they're gonna hit for it.
Yeah. So awesome. All right. So hello, Facebook user. One more time. Wish I could be there yet. We wish you could be here too. Again, we'll just hit this one more time. If you haven't saw this yet, go to oursuccess.group/Facebook, and that'll give StreamYard permission to show your name in the comments. Todd, what's the other option?
LiveOSG.com. We should just have that as a ticker.
I know.
Throw it on the bottom.
Well, we could.
Right? We have the technology.
We have the technology. Reed, good morning. Glad to see you here. Hopefully we'll get to catch you at a trade show. Speaking of Ree, you brought up a thought because you are an Our Success Group member. And if you are an Our Success Group member and you come by any of the DAX shows, we have something for you. I think this is the extra small. So they get bigger than that. We've got all the sizes. You've got OSG Squad t-shirt with some. So make sure you come by and say hello, and we'll obviously recognize you, but make sure we give you your shirt before you get out of here. All right?
Yeah.
So Our Success Group members, we got a shirt for you. All right, let's see what else we got here, Todd. We've got the DAX shows are great. Definitely would recommend them for every vendor.
Yeah.
For sure. That and Applique Getaway, Christine. Those are the two. Those are the must-hit events. Okay. Speaking of that, hey, Christine, real quick. Christine says DAX is a family in a way. I always feel almost like I'm going to a family reunion when I go to DAX. Yeah, it does definitely feel that way. My son was with me yesterday, and since it's been so long since I've got to see all these folks, doing these shows for as long as I have, a lot of these people are friends of mine as well. And so my son's like, how do you know everybody?
Yes.
I'm like, well, you do this, and we spend 3 days together, and we set up, and then we go to the bar afterwards and decompress and all that stuff. So, okay. So good morning. It's been awesome watching what you've done with this group. Thank you both for all your help and inspiration. You're very welcome.
Yeah. I don't know who you are, but thank you.
Thanks for saying so. We really appreciate that. And then you did a great job with your live with Connie. Well, thank you. That also makes me feel really good and really appreciate the comments and that feedback is what inspires us to keep doing more and wanting to continue to do more. So love the shirt. Awesome. All right. Let's see here. what are your next upcoming shows you will be going to next? Great question. So a couple weeks, we will be in, I am going to be at the Applique Getaway, January 23rd. And
July.
Thank you. This is why I've got this guy here. He takes care of me, makes sure I don't make myself look too bad. So July 23rd through the 25th is the show. I think I will be there the 23rd and the 24th. So I'll be teaching 2 classes there. Our success group won't have a booth there. We couldn't pull it off this year. Applique Getaway was nice enough to really work with us. But I wanted to be able to present and share our information with the group at Applique Getaway. So that'll be the first place you can find me. I will try to bring some shirts there. I'll see what I can pack along with me on the airplane. And then as far as the next show that we'll have a booth at will be August 3rd and 4th, the DAX Minnesota show. So if you'll go to daxshow.com, you can check that out. And
then that show is actually, what is it? We decided that's a Tuesday, Wednesday show?
It is a Tuesday, Wednesday show because of trying to find times when these happen. So let's see here. So that's Tuesday, Wednesday show. Totally worth it. Like I said, if you can get into Minneapolis, it's about a 45-minute drive outside of Minneapolis from the airport, but totally worth it. Lots of fun to be had on site, and always a great show. And then after that is the DAX Tinley Park show for us, and that is at the end of August.
It's August 26th, 27th, I believe.
That sounds about right.
Sounds about right.
You're pretty good with that stuff, so I'm going to believe it. And then, so
27th, 28th.
27th and 28th. So that's the next opportunity there in Chicago. And I think that's probably going to do it for us for this year. We'll see. I might try to at least be at the Impressions Fort Worth show. I got to come hang out and sell some CorralTrainer.com. It's memberships. So that's, I just gave myself a job. This is pretty cool. All I got to do is have a camera, and it just happened in public. I don't know.
I just want to see you in the shirt. It'll be great.
That's right. The green striped shirt. I don't know. Well, that does make me slimmer though. Looking, I think the vertical stripes make me slimmer, so I like that. All right, we're teasing the gentleman behind us there. They look awesome. They have these awesome green striped shirts that look fantastic. All right. Christine, looking forward to the Applique Getaway. Me as well. Gusta, hello. Or Eric told me I'm pronouncing it wrong, but I'm going to stick with what I've been calling you. I'm sorry.
That's what I know it as too.
Yeah, there we go. Nan, can't wait for Minnesota. Yeah, we're super excited for Minnesota. Get to hang out with you and all the rest of the folks there in Minnesota. So that'll be a lot of fun. Ree, the shirt looks awesome. Gusta said, see, now I'm going to really be like, I don't have it right. I'm not saying his name right. Okay. You two help on the other side of the pond too. Awesome. That's great. Yep.
We'll just call him GPK.
GPK. I like it. Let's go with that. GPK. All right. Okay. Since I'm not there in person, I just want to let everyone know I had my biggest sales month every last month and on track to be close again this month. I've learned so much from the OSG, and it's a wonderful community to be part of. Thank you all, especially Todd and Aaron, for your support.
Who are you?
Wow.
Now tell us who you are
so
we can recognize you.
Yes. Yeah. First off, the OSG community is just amazing. It's been fantastic to commune with this group. I am so inspired. I'm doing what I love for the first time like doing everything that I love for the first time in a long time. I've loved all the experiences I've had in this industry, but being able to do this has been nothing short of amazing. So Tina,
all right.
Awesome, Tina.
Way to go, Tina.
Yeah, high five on that. Cool. All right. So we talked about that. We talked about exhibitors. We covered the conversations that we've been having. We're about 24 minutes in. Perfect. So the other thing happening here at DAX is that we are super excited to be announcing a new program, a new experience, I'm calling them modules. So we've
I'm calling it life-changing.
Life-changing.
Business-changing for sure.
Yeah. Now, so all of you OSG members, the folks that are already currently members or planning to be members, this is all going to be included. So the full program will be live on the 15th, but we're starting to take orders for it right now. Right. And so without further ado, it is the 5 keys, and it is the 5 keys of growing or launching. And we've converted this into a set of modules. So there are 25 modules, and they're 10 to 15 minute chunks, video bites that are a rundown of those 5 keys. The 5 keys are knowing all of your costs, pricing for profit, workflow and organization, delivery and follow-up, and then marketing foundations. And with all that, like I said, so each one of those keys has 5 modules inside of it, broken down to, some of them are a little bit shorter, some are a little bit longer, depending on what they are. And we go through all the information. At the end of each module, there's a very short homework assignment that you have to do to be able to get on to the next module. Because what we've discovered is we're loving all of the feedback that we're getting on the information that we're able to share. But we want to continue to inspire action, right? And the inspiring the action of doing some of this planning and this foundational stuff, right? I get it that we've got a business to run. We got to go get orders. We got to do all that stuff. But if you don't do this foundational stuff, it actually becomes harder to do those other things. So we've wanted to kind of get out in front of that and inspire some action. And so that's what we think we're doing with this program. It's going to be a standalone program if you want to just go that way with it. So you don't have to be a member. Right. But members will get all access to all of this stuff as well as part of their membership. So kind of an added bonus for members there as well. So what else about it, Todd? I've took over there.
That's nothing new. And even right here, I could probably knee him or something. But here's one of the things with this is we found, you don't have the time to work on your business. Hey, I'm just after that sale. I'm after this. Well, what happens if your numbers aren't even right? It means every sale you're getting, you're losing money on, or even worse, you're losing money on. So why would you want to continue to do that? Spend the time we have it broke down so it's easy. You'll be able to go through, do it at your own pace. But I guarantee those first 2 modules are going to change the way you do your business. And it's going to change it for good. You're going to know how to price things. You're going to know how to determine what your overhead is. And what we found over the last 2 years now is that a lot of people just don't know how much it actually costs for them to run their business. And so when they see that number, they're kind of shocked, like, oh, I didn't realize that. Even here at the show, a couple of things, we're talking with people, and I said, what's your overhead? I don't know. Well, then how do you know you can afford to buy this piece of equipment? How do you know, what it's going to cost you to be able to have this? And they just didn't. But they're sold the dream of, hey, you just buy this piece of equipment, you sell 50 shirts, and you're fine. Well, how are you going to sell those 50 shirts? You have to have that strong foundational underneath. And guess what? Everything just turns out after that because you've got systems in place, you've got pricing in place, you've got your overhead, you've got everything there. And what happens when you have that strong foundation? You can build upon it and be great. So I love this program. I'm so happy that now we have a standalone product that we're able to show here. This is what we can do. And if you sign up for the membership, guess what? We're going to go ahead and discount the membership, and we're going to give you that 5 keys. So, hey, this show special we're running through August 31st. Is that right?
Yep, August 31st.
So we're giving everybody the same show special. So whether you can't come to a show, hey, we want you to be a part of this too. We want to help you take care of it. Standalone price on this was $497. $197 show special is going to go through August 31st. And if you sign up for the membership, typical membership is $997. Discounting that down to $797, right?
That's correct.
And you are getting the 5 keys with it. So great savings there. And this is just that. If the 5 keys to launching or growing, guess what? It's a standalone thing. So once you buy it, it's yours. You don't have to continue to buy things. It's not, payments every day. It's just that one-time price of $197. So your business is definitely worth it in my eyes.
Yep.
I don't see how it can't be. Look at some of the things that you buy, and it's less than the cost of a printer. And this is going to change your business if you don't know. If I ask you, what is your overhead? What does it cost you to run your business? And you say you don't know. Isn't it worth $197 to find out what it actually costs you to run your business?
Yeah.
And to make sure that you are pricing for profit on every job.
Yeah. Let me tell a quick story about an experience that really kind of hit this home for me. That when you and I were developing these 5 keys, it's like, this is really important because I lived this, right? I was on the wrong side of this equation. So I worked with a company when I first got in this industry, and they were a small family business. There was 4 family members, and I think I was like the second full-time employee, maybe third, something like that. Not many people, and they were growing, building. They've been in business for a long time, but they were ready to take this next leap. And we leaped into all sorts of fun stuff. We had one of the early direct-to-garment machines out. And our company, in the span of 2 years, went from that small group into somebody that had nearly 200 employees. They made the Inc. magazine top 5,000 list. 2 years after that, they were out of business.
It's gone.
And here's why. Exactly what Todd just said. Every time they sold something, they lost money. Every time they sold something, they lost money. Come to find out that yes, but business started happening, right? They had to make payroll. So we had to push a whole bunch more machines out. And then that hole just kept getting deeper and deeper and deeper until couldn't dig out of it. So that was like totally hit home for me and really made it like, okay, this is important that we've got to do this to again, want to inspire people to not only get the information, but to then take action and use it while, again, trying to keep their businesses going and all that kind of fun stuff. So, all right. So let's real quick here, Todd, if people want to go check it out, we've got the details up at oursuccessgroup.com/5keys. Let's just run through that real quick. Let's get ourselves off of there so we can kind of see a little bit bigger view. And so, we've got right now up is the 5 keys to growing or launching. So if you click on that, you'll get the information. Again, we talked about the fact that there's 25 specific modules. So there's about 5 hours of training. Inside those 5 modules, there's 26 homework assignments that will put you into taking action. And we're going to give you the confidence and the guardrails to be able to set your prices and sell from a place of value as opposed to a place of what's the other guy or times 3 or whatever. Right?
Times 3. Come on. We know better.
Yeah. So anyhow, again, as Todd mentioned, introductory offer till August 31st is $197. And we got some more details here about what's in each of the keys. And then if you go down a little bit ways further, so planning for early 2022 to have the next 5 keys program available in this same format. We're actually in the middle of doing this live right now. So if you're a member, you're actually getting this right now and whatnot. So if you're not already a member and you do sign up, we are going to give you access until we get them live on the 15th. Like I said, we're just a little bit ways out from making it live. But if you sign up right now today, on Monday, you will get access to the recorded versions of the live feeds of these that we did. So you get that overview. You get to kind of just take it in before you dive into the modules. So, all right.
And there's plenty of information in that to be able to do this. It's just more refined. We're asking for action, a lot of action in this, because I mean, that's what we need here. We can give you a book. That doesn't mean you know what's inside of it. You need to read the book. And that's what this is. We're giving you the tools to have a successful business, to grow your business, and to really put that oomph behind it to get you going. It's up to you to take that action. We can only do so much, but you are the one that needs to take that action and take that responsibility. Hey, if I want to have a successful business and I want to push things, then this is what I need to do. And once you get over that and realize that you're the one who's in charge, things start looking a lot better. I mean, look, I've been at a trade show for 2 days and I've got up both days and went walking like
30 minutes. In fact,
yes,
he committed to 15 minutes and he's been doing 30 minutes minimum. I'm super proud of this guy. Nice job.
Yeah. I would just get into it and go. I 15 because that's what I wanted to hit. But hey, if I want to go longer, I'm going to go longer.
There you go. All right. So let's see here what we've got. Wendy, good morning. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you, Sandy. Appreciate the encouragement. Love having the support of this community. You guys are fantastic. Thank you so much. Wendy says, excited for the new program. Love that you broke it down into easy pieces. Always thinking of helping us make our businesses successful and profitable. Yep.
Profitable.
I love that word, Wendy, and I'm so appreciative that you put it in all caps. Profit is not a dirty word, everybody. All right.
No.
Your customers should love that you're making a profit because it should feel like it's a win-win for everybody.
Right.
And that feeling of being a win-win for everybody, customers should actually enjoy paying the price that you ask them to pay.
Right.
And so that's what we're going to talk about, right? That's what we talk about, getting into the value of things and how we make that look and feel. So, all right, Tina, thank you very much, Tina. How would you say? I've never got her last name right.
Avita?
Duh. I don't know why I tried to make it so hard. Tina, thank you so much for being here because we had Tina Means joining us too. So honored to be part of this group. Love you guys. You're amazing. We love you too. Thank you so much for being part of our success group. Sandy says, I think the homework assignment is a great idea. Cool. Yeah. And for the members, we'll be getting this information in for you guys as well, too. In fact, while we're kind of building it up here, probably going to early this next week, let you guys have access to it to just kind of start digging around and doing stuff in it. And then we'll have it open up fully on the 15th. So check that out. There we go. Thank you.
Avita, right?
Avita, yeah.
Avitia, because there's 2 E's, right?
Yeah, there we go. Okay. All right. Perfect.
Avitia.
We'll figure it out. We'll get it right. Awesome. So
Tina.
Awesome. All right, you guys, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully we get to see you guys at a live show soon. And think about this for yourselves too, with inside of your own business. I think a lot of people have done a really good job of converting to being able to do some more stuff online. But don't forget, when you have that opportunity to get back to what you were doing before, the face-to-face, maybe some, vendor events, some craft fairs, any of those things,
some people.
Yeah, give it a shot, right? I mean, and look at ways that you can actually get those things to work together, right? So now when you're at a craft fair, you can not only get people to buy on site, but you can also capture leads. Can you show that little jar real quick here? Yeah. So capturing leads, right? We're just doing a little giveaway. So what can you do as a little giveaway to capture some leads? And then once you have sold to customers, when you're selling to customers at these events, make sure that you're capturing at least their email address at the same time, because what you want to do after that is then take that list of people that bought or came by the event and follow up with them. Send them an email and say, hey, really appreciate you stopping by. I hope you enjoyed it. Here's some other stuff. If you'll go to my website, because you took the time to stop by, I'm going to give you a 10%, 20%, 25% discount to come back and buy again. So now you got that repeat business happening.
Right.
So
and the other thing too is look how many people, in 2020 started new businesses, and now, hey, things are opening back up. They're ready to go. They spent the year refining what they were doing and they're ready to go. So if you're not out there, they're out there. Yep. So your customers could potentially become their customers. Yeah. So get in front of your customers. Be there for them. They're worth it. They are what got you to where you are. So you want to take care of them and be there for them.
Yeah. Oh, that's it. That makes it a really good point that I want to expand on there real quick, Todd. So I think I talked already about the fact that we were at that Fulton Day, kind of just a little, and so they had a little vendor booths and stuff set up, and it was just where this little town in central Missouri where my dad lives, they were just having kind of their 4th of July. It was the week before 4th of July summer celebration. And sitting there was this lady that had a tent, and she had got a Cricut, and she started a business, and she had a tent, and she was selling tea towels. The actual decorating, the actual art, it was a Cricut, right? It was stock images. When we hear everybody kind of complaining about that happening, right? Yeah. Well, here's the deal. She was out there,
right?
The other people weren't there. She was there putting in the work.
While they were complaining, she was cashing in.
Yeah, exactly. So, it's definitely just get back out there as much as you can. And in fact, I know Sandy's got some cool stuff coming up, been accepted as some big, so, again, taking that initiative to get out there and do events and get back in front of people and but just now make that thinking a little bit different. How can you also connect it to what you've been doing online?
Yep.
Right. Maybe you're doing some live events and so you want to be sharing that or doing things like this, right? People know that we're broadcasting from the booth, and they've seen us do other things. We did like a live in the booth and stuff like that. So, I think that's I wanted to leave somebody with a tip, right? We wanted to share some information. We obviously wanted to share the 5 keys, but we also have to leave people with a tip.
Just the tip.
All right.
Volleyball.
Yes, tip volleyball. That's a volleyball joke. Brian, see you in about an hour. Drive safe, sir. Yes, we'll look forward to seeing you. And 2020 was a huge year for so many reasons. Helped me grow and reevaluate my business. Janessa, awesome.
It did.
High five. So, all right, cool. What else? Anything
I think
else?
that's it. I think we good.
I think we covered it.
Yeah, I think we got it all through there. I'm super excited about this, and if you're super excited about it too, click, just check it out. And if you're already part, share, let other people know. This is an easy way to do it. Where some people don't want memberships. Some people, hey, I just want to get this. I don't know if I'm ready for something like that. Here's a standalone product. Send them their way.
Yeah.
Tell them how it changed your business, how it can change theirs. And I said at this special rate, you're only getting it through August 31st, and then from there, it's going to go up. So you might as well take advantage of this now. And like I said, at 197, it's worth its weight. Well, I can't say worth its weight in gold because it doesn't weigh that, but I'm telling you, it is worth everything.
Trust me, building 5 hours of modules and stuff, there's been a lot of weight to that.
I bet it sure has. This is the thing when look at what you spend money on. Hey, maybe cut back on some stuff for a month if you're not sure if you can do it, because I guarantee once you have this program and you start pricing things for profit, it'll pay for itself in no time.
Yeah. And then and we do truly feel that once you're kind of going and rolling with this, you're going to see that what the other stuff that we're able to do inside of the membership group is just kind of that it really kind of keeps it going, keeps that momentum going. We've had guest trainers, we've had, do all sorts of training on whatever topic that came up. We actually had a member suggest a training. They wanted to know more about the DTF equipment and how to do it and the process and all that stuff. Guess what we're doing on August 16th?
16th, yes.
DTF training. So
I'll let you know everything I've learned over the last year, the ins, the outs, the goods, the bads, and where I feel it falls, because people think that this is the perfect printing method. It's not. I don't think there is a perfect printing method. Yeah, that's the thing. It's a new technology that it's changing things. But there's still a lot left in it, and I can't wait to share that with you.
Yep. So we're going to talk about the good, the bad, the ugly. Yeah. And but give it there's a place for it for sure. But it's not the solve all of everything. Just like every piece of equipment. When direct to garment came out, it was the solve all. It was going to kill screen printing. Yeah. Well, guess what? I see more screen printing presses here than I do DTG machines. Right. True. So. Christine talked about this yesterday when we were doing a live, that the technology isn't going to kill anything, but it's certainly going to add a new tool to your tool belt eventually. Right. So just got to figure that out.
Right. And it's going to make everybody better, because if they see doing something, hey, what can we do to compete with that? So it's still in that early stages, and there's going to be a lot to learn with it, because look where DTG is now versus where it started at. We went from boat anchors to actual boats now. So we're there.
There we go. Awesome. So real quick, the other one thing I wanted to mention as far as the 5 keys goes, those of you guys that are members or whatever, our affiliate program is still the same. So this is also a piece that you can offer to your tribes, your groups, and stuff like that. So if you want more information on that, just let us know. We'll get you set up with that, or you can just go to oursuccessgroup.com, scroll to the bottom, you'll see the affiliate information.
Yeah. And if you have a group and you want us to come in and speak and do more about this, just shoot an email. We'd be happy to come there and help your people learn as well.
Yep. Awesome. All right, you guys, we've got to get, let's see what time. Oh, we got 15 minutes, so we're going to go get another sandwich maybe, or some more coffee, and get ready for an awesome show. And hopefully we get to see a bunch of you guys here live. All right.
Can't wait.
That's I'm not ready, Todd, so you have to keep talking. Just kidding.
Just got to,
Awesome. Have a great Saturday, everybody, and we will talk to you guys again next week. Next week, I'm going to be talking about 99% is a bitch, 100% is a breeze. So join us for that. We're going to talk about making 100% commitments like Todd has to his 15 minutes of exercise a day. Again, super proud of him for that. So tune in next week for those of you that are part of Club OSG or are OSG members that will be back inside of those groups. All right. Thanks, everybody. Talk to you soon.
See ya.